I really love to take the back is from the mounted position. Now, we're already in really what I consider to be a very good, strong, dominant position. There's two ways to take the back from the mount that I use. There's probably more that I could probably figure out and you can watch on YouTube, but these are the two that I like. The first one is, I go to make armbar. What does he do? He locks his hands and he pulls down. No problem. I'm gonna reach around and I'm gonna grab this underneath his head. Then I'm gonna push on his elbow and his shoulder and I'm gonna start rolling him. We call this the ratchet. Once I get here, I get low on his hips, grab the elbow, pull it in, that gives me the choke. Does that make sense? Sure. Everybody, walk me through the ratchet. By the numbers, what do I do?
Grab the arm.
Grab the arm.
All right, I grab the arm. He starts making defense, right? I reach under and I pin it. I use my chest, I'm still holding on. I pin it here, then I grab the elbow. Now what? I start pushing. I pull with my left hand, push with the right. He's not gonna go very far. I make some room. Get behind his shoulder, ratchet him again, a little farther. Once I get here, I want this under his body. Push him forward, exposes the neck, make the choke. Does that make sense?
Sir.
Everybody needs to do that one. And we'll do number 2 next.
Sir.
I like to remind everybody that Jiu Jitsu is a process, it's not a move. If I want to punch somebody, it's a move. If I want to kick somebody, it's just a move. But this is a process. How am I going to get him where I want him? That's the question. If I just grab this hand and start shoving it over by his head, he'll never let me. He doesn't want me to do it. But if I act like I'm going to armbar him, you see how I did that? Now watch, his hand is in the right position. I use my body to move that there, and I can now grab that wrist. Now, I'm in a good position. Everybody see how I'm underneath his head?
Sir.
I've got this gripped, okay? For him to get this hand back is almost impossible. Go ahead and escape that hand. It's just, the shoulder's not designed really for strength, moving the hand this way. Sorry, buddy. So then, I've got him kind of pinned. I'm gonna grab his elbow, and I'm gonna pull with the left hand here, and push with the right hand here, and then give him a little space. Little space, because I don't want him to roll me over where I'm off of him. Then I get him to this position. Some of you have missed this point. I control this elbow. I reach in. I can't just pull it. I might not be strong enough. So I shove his body forward. The hands work, my legs work. That gets me this opening. Then I get here, through the ear, and I start to squeeze. He taps, and that's the magic, okay? Makes sense?
Sure.
It's a process. It's kind of like if you're going to bake a cake, change a tire, it's a process. If you skip a step, you're going to notice things don't work very well, okay? Hand position counts. Working against his natural weaknesses is important. Keeping our base, right? I don't want to be here where he can just kind of roll me off with almost no effort. That's going to defeat the purpose. I'm wide, right? I want to have a lot of points of contact on the ground. Any questions on that one? You didn't get enough practice to master it in 5 minutes, so practice this again and again today. And then if you're still needing some work, after class, get with us and let's practice some more. Again, this one works off of what? How do I stimulate the whole move? I'm looking for an armbar. Don't most people expect an armbar here?
Sir.
By the way, if I go like this and he doesn't go into defense, what should I do?
Armbar.
Just, armbar, right? You just go for it, right? If he makes defense, we are anticipating armbar defense. Now I lay on that and it sets up this hand. Sorry, buddy. All right, make sense?
Sure.
All right, similarly, option 2. I dig deep. Doesn't matter if he makes defense or not. Then I pull and lift my leg. Okay? Now he's thinking I'm probably going for armbar again. Make sense? Except I'm going to reach deep on this hand. Right hand stays here. Left hand is on the back. I try to grab some clothes. Now I'm going to arch him up, and then I'm going to slide my foot under. I'm going to take the back this way. And I'm going to look for my choke. Okay? Does that make sense? Sure. So again, y'all call the shots. Step 1, what do?
Grab the arm.
And what am I expecting?
Lift it up.
Lift it up.
All right. He's probably going to make armbar defense. If he doesn't matter. And what do I do with this? How do I lift it up? Like this? Oh, Jeremy says lift the knee. That gives me a little extra strength, right? I've got him. Now what do I do?
Reach deep.
Reach deep.
Reach deep. And
pull and kick your leg.
Arch him up. Kick, turn him to me. Right? I still control this arm. I can start making the choke here. If he grabs that arm for defense, no problem. I can make this one and start going, okay?
Sir.
Questions on that move? All right, both of these are armbar entries into taking the back and going for choke. Good. New partner. However we decide to ultimately take this person's back really is just a function of understanding where they are. I got to get them turned to face the other way somehow. Does that make sense?
Sir.
There's a number of ways that we can really do that, okay? I kind of do like still working this position here, right? I really like this one. This one works really well. You can really start pulling their body around, and they may turtle up on you, or they may try to shrimp or buck you off or something of that nature. All of that is going to be great. But once you get them to a point where you've got them lifted up, you've powered them up, okay? This needs to be quick, right? I could make him think I'm going to choke him. He starts to resist a little bit, that's fine. I can yank him now, set, grab, and I want him here. Now we call this baby arms. Grab the collar, put it on the back of his neck, rotate your wrists underneath his arms. Why do we call it baby arms? He can't really do much. The arms are kind of stuck. Then, when you're ready to choke, at some point, you let go and you start to dig. He'll stop you. He'll hold that arm, right? You get halfway, that's fine. Then you start to clear. Clear, push. He grabs it again. Clear, clear, push. Now I'm pretty close. I can hold on to my own uniform here. I can't choke him well, but I can choke him a little bit. But I can hold forever. Make sense?
Sir.
Then I'm going to dig this behind his head this way, or behind my head this way. The reason I like to grab behind my head is now when I arch my back, that's what chokes him. You kind of want to go here, here. Does that make sense? So I'm using my back muscles to choke him. Pretty cool?